So first of all, let me welcome you to Springfield. This is part of my district that I have the privilege of representing. Springfield, Decatur, and 4 other rural counties to the south. So I have a very diverse district that has one need, and that's early childhood education. And that's why I'm here to support you this morning. So thank you for your advocacy. You know, I know firsthand how important what work you do is to people like me, as a father and as a legislator both. I have 3 young children. They're 8, 6, and 4. Their birthdays are all coming up. And my youngest, I want to tell you a story about my youngest son, Ben, who is in our local preschool in our public school district. And I live in a little bitty town called Bunker Hill. But the preschool program is very small, but it does phenomenal work. It does absolutely phenomenal work. And Ben has to have speech therapy. It's a very specialized thing that we are very fortunate to have in our small school district, because Ben, like many other kids, got used to his older brother and sister talking for him. So when we enrolled him in preschool, which we're very lucky to have, we also had the option of having speech therapy for him, and he's come a very long way in a few years. So I dropped him off at, every once in a while. Even though we're in session, I have the opportunity to drop my kids off at school. And Ben receives this therapy, and it has done marvelous things for him in just a few months. So when things like this come up in front of us in the Senate with the state budget and the work that you're going to do today, I put that through my filter, my own filter as a father when I'm a legislator, because I think of Ben and I think of all of the Bens across the state that need those building blocks at a very young age so they can become productive students, productive citizens of this state. And that starts with all of you in this room. So for that, I thank you this morning for your work. So I'm new to this office. I've been in office for about, I got to do some math here. I think it's 3 months. Feels like about 3 years. But I've been involved in the Senate and in local politics for a very long time. And I know that without a good education system starting at preschool, we won't be able to develop our economy in small towns and urban neighborhoods alike. They're both the same if we don't start out on the right step with young kids. So today, when you go over to the State House, forget the rain. I hope you have buses, by the way, to get between here and there. But walk in the door, give it your best shot, advocate for what you do. Tell legislators about what it means when you see a student like my son who comes home and says, you know, Dad, I can say a word that I couldn't say yesterday. And he repeats that word, and you see the look on his face of satisfaction so he can go on to the next thing that's in front of him. Those things make a difference. Those stories make a difference. And I would tell you today, go over there and tell those stories about your students and what you do day in and day out at your jobs. So thank you all again very much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you this morning. I hope to see you in these bright yellow shirts in a few hours over at the Capitol building. Thank you all very much.